And that love from coast to coast, planting them seeds so you know we growing, believing in us, damn right we know when. Ain't got time for the stress and pain, no time for hate, no time for games. It's time to take it up, take it up, we gon' take it up. Hey.
Real talk for real life. Real talk for real life.
Welcome to Real Talk for Real Life. My name is Sherry Ann Flanders Duncan, and I will be your host today. I'm so excited to be here with you all today. As usual, we have a lovely guest, Miss Sindy Franco, and she is here to talk about a very important topic when it comes to women empowering each other.
Yes.
But before we get to that special lady, you guys know I have to let you know that Real Talk for Real Life is being brought to you all by Women of Dynamic Change, a 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is to break down those barriers that keep women from being able to reach their full potential, whether it be mental, whether it be spiritual, whether it be physical. We are breaking down those barriers. Women, I tell you every month that we have to walk in faith and we have to find our greatness. All it takes is a mustard seed. And if you don't know what a mustard seed is, I tell you to Google it. It's very small. And that's all you need for God to work miracles in your life. I'm telling you, I'm a living witness. And I am a testament that He will work wonders if you just believe. Women, you're superheroes. But we have to believe that we're superheroes and understand that God has given every one of us a superhero power. And once we understand how to use those powers, there's nothing we won't be able to accomplish. And when we unite with other women, it's going to be explosive. It's going to be a dynamic. So we have to understand how to come together and how to collaborate with other women to create an environment of inclusivity. Yes. And so speaking of that, of collaborating, we have Miss Sindy Franco here. Sindy, are you here with us?
I am right here and super excited to be with you today.
It's always a pleasure, Sindy. Something about your spirit, something about your energy is just magnetic. So I just am so happy to have you here. And thank you for accepting the invitation to be on Real Talk for Real Life today. So please let the world know about who you are and all the amazing things that you're doing for our community, Sindy.
So thank you so much for having me one more time in this amazing show that you have created and you're founder of, which I applaud you for it. I think it's amazing that you empower women, and thank you for having me here. And as you mentioned, my energy and what I bring to the table, you find uplifting and bright. And I hope that Jesus shines through me, right? That's my goal and my belief. And wanted to mention to all of you guys who I am. My name is Sindy Franco, and I am a dream builder and founder of Excel Aesthetics. And at Excel Aesthetics, we offer a variety of aesthetic services to serve you, such as Botox, fillers, weight reduction, and we would love to see you there. And most importantly, we would love to see you on March 22nd from 4 to 7. We invite you. We're going to have Women of Dynamic Change collaborating with us, and we're going to have an amazing night inspiring women and empowering women to tap into their exterior and interior beauty.
I love it, Sindy. Yes, because it starts inside, but
It
it also
does.
starts outside as well. And so just having that balance, you're able to achieve so much as women. You know, this is Women's History Month, Sindy, and it's so important that we acknowledge that and all the women who've come before us to pave the way for us to be able to take on leadership roles, to be able to have our own businesses. And so to share in a little fact about Women's History Month, and that Women's History Month was established, I want to say, in 1987. Congress actually
Oh, wow.
designated March to be the month where we pay homage to all the women who've come before us to pave the way. Women such as Susan B. Anthony, Rosa Parks, Elizabeth Stanton, Harriet Tubman are just a few of the women who have made such a big difference in our society and have again paved the way for women like yourself and myself to be able to do what we do and to make power moves. So, with that being said, Cindy, what does Women's History Month mean to you?
Women's History Month for me means two things. One of them is to celebrate it, and also it's a call to action for us, right? So personally, it takes a time for us to reflect on all the women that came before us, that paved the ways for us, and now we have the opportunities that they fought for, right? So now I have to reflect, or we have to reflect on the fact that we stand on the shoulders of those trailblazer women that actually fought for us to have the opportunities that we are able to tap into now. Professionally, it also amplifies the ability for us to take those opportunities and help each other grow and be the women, the super women that we want to become.
I love that you talk about something that's so important, Cindy, and that's growth.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what it's all about. To be able to come from point A and to get to point Z, and that takes growth. That takes a community of women who understand how to support each other. And so those women who, like you said, have paved the way, they've given us the ability to be able to pave the way for other women to come as well. And so great, great. I love that your answer about that, Cindy. Thank you so much. I really want to talk about this, and I think this is an issue, and I may not say that it's an issue, but this is something that we deal with as women. What do you think are the barriers that keep women from being able to support one another and uplift each other?
I think one of the barriers that we create ourselves is when we become envious the success of other women. I think other beliefs that we have been raised with, we need to be able to shift our minds and unlearn things that have been taught to us that are actual detrimental for us to grow and to grow as a team. When it comes to barriers, things that we learned before can be barriers, can prevent us from helping each other out and from growing as women. So, going back to what I mentioned, being envious can be one, greed can be another. And unfortunately, we don't see the other male models in the positions that we want to be in. And so we think that those positions are limited, and so we think we need to compete against these women, right? So we need to remove those barriers. We need to be able to say it is not a limited space. There is unlimited space for all of us to be able to grow. We need to be able to remove those enviness and say, if she succeeds, I will succeed as well. And we need to be able to remove those beliefs and those detrimental learning factors that have prevented us, either cultural or I would say religion based, also, that say that women cannot get to a certain point. We need to unlearn that, and we need to help each other so that we can remove those barriers so that we can all grow and we could all uplift each other. I think that's very important. And there's a, like, we're both women of faith. We know Esther in the Bible, how she became successful, right? And we know how the woman in Spanish is, I don't know how the most valuable woman in the Bible. I don't know how you say that in English, but in Spanish is la mujer valiosa, the women of value. She was a businesswoman. She was an entrepreneur. She helped her husband in the business, right? And so we need to be able to remember this, that we need to be able to break those barriers in order to help each other grow and uplift each other.
I love that, Cindy. Listen, and what competition does is, again, it creates this wall
Hmm.
that does not allow us to see over, that does not allow us to see greatness in other women that we can learn from, right? And
Yeah.
so it's so important, like you said, it's you talk about mindset shift, mindset change. I
Yes.
think that's the key. That's the
Mhm.
real
It
key.
is.
Changing your mindset to understand that competition will keep you limited. It will keep you limited and it will keep you from being able to grow personally and professionally from other women who are, again,
Yes.
making powerful moves,
Yes.
making powerful moves, right?
Going
Mm-hmm.
back to what you said, I think competition is healthy, right? Competition
Mm-hmm.
is healthy in small amounts, and like in everything in life, small amounts, everything in moderation is important. But when we take that competition to a level that can become hurtful, that's where we have to be very careful, because competition also puts us at that edge, like, oh, I need to be able to. She made it. I can make it, right? And we need to also be able to see competition as something positive, not but in small amounts. Because recently I heard somebody say, which was impactful for me. She said she was helping me out in something, and she goes, "You know what? If you succeed, I will succeed." And she said, the way that a woman can succeed is by helping another woman. And I had never heard that before. And I'm like, oh, that is very powerful. And she's a very powerful woman. She has lots of businesses, but yet she was willing to help me out. So she knows I can be a competitor, but at the same time, she was able to take me under her wing and help me out. And that's what we have to keep in mind. We're here to help each other out. We're not here to bring each other down. We're here to help each other. And we're women. We can be a little catty. And I've been in events that I feel unwelcomed. I've been in events that I feel like, oh my God, they're not very pleasant. They're not very nice. But that's life. Even though you might be in those events that you might feel that they're being a little catty, or you feel a little left out, or not as welcoming as you would like to, you could still be in that event and network with those women. And you never know what you're going to get. It only takes one person to make the difference, to grow your network, to help you, and to uplift you. It only takes one person. So it also is up to us to make and choose that difference. That no matter where we are, no matter the opportunity that we're given, we could change that, and we can make it a positive outlook, an outcome for us.
Yes, again, mindset shift. That
Yes.
it's all about the mindset. And you bring up something that is so valid, Cindy, being in those networking events and sometimes feeling a little left out,
Yes.
feeling like you don't belong. I'm so glad you mentioned that because I'm sure we're not the only women who have
I'm sure we're
experienced
not.
that before,
Yes.
right?
I'm sure.
And but we have not allowed it to keep us or hold us back.
Yes, you have to shine. And it's not easy. Oh my God, how do you get up there and talk? And how do you go and say that? And you sound so confident. Guess what? We've not always been so confident, right? We have, and me, I've always been very quiet. And we have to do, once again, our mindset and say, don't listen to what other people are saying, and don't do what other people are doing. You have to be you. You are unique. There's nobody else in this world like you. No one else. So you have to show what God has made you to be. He made you special. He made us all special. And He wants us to shine the way that we are. Because something I may say, something I may do might change someone's life. And the confidence, you get it from inside. You just have to step up. All of us get scared. All of us get nervous. I sometimes get nervous and get in my head and start saying, oh my God, what are they gonna think? What are they gonna say? Right? But I still step up to the game and take care of what I need to do. And I think we all need that. We all need that. You can do it. You have to believe in yourself, right?
Definitely, you have to believe in yourself. And you said something key. We all have our own unique gifts.
Yes.
So I think a lot of times, Cindy, what happens is we tend to look at other women and we
Hmm?
compare
We
ourselves.
compare. Yes.
Right? We compare. Have you found, and it's something, and we all do it. So I don't want it to be put out there that, I don't, because there's time when I compare myself to
I
other women.
compare myself to
Right,
people all the time. It's normal
right,
because, guess what? Surprise, we're human. We are
right.
flesh, we're human. So it happens.
So I think everything, like you said, is in moderation.
Yes, in
Everything is in
moderation.
moderation. And you have to understand that God, like you said, He's given each of us unique talents, and we have
Yes.
to play on those talents and understand how
Yeah.
to utilize those talents so that
Yes.
we can become the best versions of ourselves.
Yes.
So I want to know, is there been a specific situation that you may have been in where you collaborated with another woman, right? And you walked away from that collaboration and you said to yourself, you know what? I'm so glad I did this because I did something different. I stepped out of the box. Does anything ring a bell or come to mind where you may have collaborated with someone that you may not have collaborated with them in the past? And now with this new mindset shift that you have and this new mindset, you've done that and it was a great outcome.
Yes, yes, of course. Recently, I collaborated with a young lady that she is from a different culture. She is younger also, so it brings a whole different mindset. And the turnout was wonderful because she brought in different ideas, educational based, cultural, religion. All of this came in very differently. And all we have to do, and what I had to do, is lean in to these new ideas that she was bringing in. Of course, you always have to stand your ground on your values, right? If it's something that doesn't stand with your values, then you step away. You say, I respectably, I want like to step away, or I don't agree with that, but I agree with this. But this collaboration was amazing. It helped other women that were trying to start businesses but did not know how to start it. So this young lady came in with all the technological advances that are out there with AI and how to you can research more things, and it gives you on detail items that you need to have in order to start a business and how to start it. And I came in with the 30 plus years of experience that I have in business, and we collaborated together, and it was amazing. We were able to help lots of women that did not know how to start the businesses, that did not know what to do or what first step to take to start their dreams. It was amazing experience to collaborate.
Yeah, so which goes to show that you can collaborate with people outside of your industry. You can collaborate with people outside of
Yes.
your nationality. You can collaborate, and that's what it's all about because we learn from each other.
Yes. We learn from each other. Yes.
I'm sure you walked away with a plethora of knowledge from
I
this young
did.
lady.
I
Yes, and I'm
did.
sure
I did.
and she too as well. I'm sure
I did.
she
It was a
walked away
blessing.
with so much knowledge. And so I want to ask you, for that lady who may not have the confidence that you've gained over the years to go out there and maybe start that business or maybe write that book or even maybe just something as, and I wouldn't say small, but just to attend a networking event, what would you say to help her build her confidence to be able to leap forward, step out the box, and to venture off and do something new that may just change her life forever?
First and foremost, hold on to your faith. Whatever your faith is, hold on to your faith and hold on to your faith. Stand like strong with that. And number two is work on yourself. Work on what you and what makes you grow and what makes you happy. What is the passion that you have inside? Bring that out. Work on yourself exteriorly. If you look good, you feel good. And if you are healthy, you have more energy. If you are healthy as well, then you're a little bit happier because you get to do more things. right? So, number one, hold on to your faith. Number two is work on yourself. Work on yourself with education, work on yourself spiritually, emotionally, and mentally is very, very important to step out and be able to grow. I think people usually say, "Oh my gosh, she's so lucky. She's fit." Or she's so lucky because she doesn't gain weight that fast, right? That's not the thing. That's not the point. It might be like you are also an exercise person. I was heavier. I was 30 pounds heavier. And I said to myself, I need to be healthy for my kids. And so I started exercising and I was able to lose 30 pounds. So now I'm at the ideal weight that I feel healthy and I have more energy. When that happened also, then I said, okay, let me change my appearance. I did my hair differently, I do my makeup a little differently. And then I felt a lot more inspired, but it all came from me, primarily also from God, right? Or in the case of whoever you believe in, but in my case is God and Jesus Christ. And that helped me come out of the little bubble that I was in, the little bubble that was always house, work, church. But now it's still house, it's still church, and it's still work, but it's now networking and meeting with other women and collaborating with other women and learning from other women. And other women's like, oh wow, I admire that. I'm like, why do you admire that from me? I admire that from you. And we feed each other, and that's how we grow because there's something that you may have, Sherry, that I don't have, but I need. And there's something that I may have that you may need that I can give to you without even me knowing that I am giving it to you. Maybe, oh, I like the way that she walks, and that's amazing. She walks with confidence, and she speaks so confident and everything. And then I'm able to get that from you just by looking at you in a presentation, just by speaking with you. And that is amazing to have. That is amazing to have to come together and grow like that. It's great.
Well said. Gosh, Cindy, you don't know, you're such an inspiration,
Thank you so much. I
such
appreciate
an
that.
inspiration. And as you spoke, I just got chills because you talked about and it's that confidence. And a lot of times the confidence comes from the work that we put into ourselves.
Yes, it really
And
does.
just like you said, I had gained 30 pounds. And I'm gonna keep it real. This is real talk for real life. When I gained that weight, it made me feel different about myself. I
Hmm.
didn't have
Yeah.
the confidence that I had once before. But when I made a decision to work on myself and to
Hmm.
become not just about the physical, but the health and me having children and wanting to live long for them,
Yes.
I started to make sacrifices
Yes.
to get to the point where I wanted to go. And now that I'm there, but I'm still work in progress, you see the light, the change in me. You can see it in my blood pressure. I just had a nurse come and take my blood pressure, and this is the best my blood pressure has ever been. So just
Great.
being healthy, right?
Congrats.
Thank you so much. Just being healthy, feeling good about yourself, putting work into yourself, working on the spirit. For me, I'm working on my spirituality,
Yeah.
moving
Yeah.
closer to God,
We have to.
working on my, we have to, because like you said, it allows us to remain stable.
It
It
does.
allows us to be grounded because
Yes.
in a society where we can easily get pulled away, we need to have something that we believe in and have faith
Yeah.
in. And so, well said. And it's not always about the physical, and I want everybody to
It's
know that,
not.
but it,
It's not.
right, right, Cindy, but it helps because
Helps.
when
It
you
helps.
look good, you feel good, and then it gives you the confidence to do so much more.
Yes. And like
So,
I said, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, it's your ideal weight. Your ideal
right,
weight might not be my ideal weight. So the
correct,
person might be 250 and that's their ideal weight because they're 6 feet tall or something like
correct.
that. So it's whatever's your ideal weight. It doesn't mean that you have to be super skinny. You have to weigh 115 pounds to be healthy. No, it's whatever you are healthy with, right? And however you want to look. it's how that's going to make you feel differently.
Love it. And so at the end of the day, it's all about you being happy. What makes you happy? Yes.
Exactly. What makes all of us happy. I thought you were asking me
Correct.
directly what makes me happy. I can answer that. My kids make me
I'm
happy.
sure you can, Cindy. You figured it out, but it's always
Yes.
as we evolve as women and we change,
Yes.
something new makes us happy. Something that
Yes.
we've done in the past may not make us happy
Yes.
anymore. So it's really
That's so
becoming
right.
right.
And we
It's really about
evolve, we change as we get more mature, and as we get more experience, we say, wow, how did I like that before? Right. And before I didn't really go into the gym. I would just run a little bit, but now I love the gym. And it's something that I never saw that before. But now I love going to the gym because it's an area that I get to, like, my mind is clear at the gym. I'm able to just focus on me at the gym and kind of like relieve and release all that toxin that we get at work and all that stress. At work, it's just, I'm sorry, at the gym, it's just clear and it's just you. It's just you improving you. And I love that. That's
yes.
become a passion of me now. And it's not that you're there like 3 hours. Sometimes I only have 20 minutes to go and it's fine. 30 minutes, whatever I can, but it's making it happen. And that's another thing. You have to make a commitment to yourself because, like you said, there's so much distractions, and there's Netflix, there's activities that you want to go to, there's events, there's parties, there's so many distractions that we forget about ourselves, and we have to make a commitment that at a certain time I know that I'm going to be doing this because it's for me. And if reading is your thing, and that's also very important for us to incorporate reading because that helps us grow not only mentally but to increase our education is very important
Yes.
because you keep on learning, right? You
Yes.
never stop learning. And it's important to know that. So give yourself that commitment, whether it's reading, whether it's running, whether it's going to the gym. You have to make that commitment and you have to be consistent. It's very
Right.
important too, because you're going to say, like, in the beginning of the year, you see a bunch of people at the gym. The first week, you can't find any machines at the gym because it's so packed. And it's because the people are like, oh, I made a New Year resolution that I'm going to do exercise, right? And so they commit for a whole 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks of the year, gyms are super packed. Then after the second week, there's nobody there. It's back up to the normal people. That's because those people did not make the commitment that you need to make. Once you make that commitment, you're set. You're good. But you have to do that commitment.
Yes, and I think what's going to keep you committed is seeing the results. Seeing the results. And once you start to see the results, it's over. You have
Yes.
definitely changed your lifestyle and incorporated. And we talk about exercise, but there's other ways too of us building our confidence so we can go out there and face the world and become entrepreneurs, to become leaders as women. We talked about the last time that you were here, and I think this is an important topic to bring up, self-affirmations. And I know
Yes.
that's something that what's the importance of self-affirmation, Cindy?
It's crucial. It's crucial
Yeah.
because we're hard on ourselves. And it could be from, like I mentioned before, there's things that we learned when we were little that we have to unlearn. And that's one of those things that we are so hard on ourselves and we confuse sometimes humility with being submissive in the workforce. And, oh, he's a man, he's got it, he'll be able to take care of that. And this is not throwing shade to the men. I love men. Men are great. God made you guys because we need you, right? But it also is that us women, we take a backseat sometimes, and we shouldn't. But we have to be able to speak out, and we have to be able to stand our ground and make decisions when we need to. And don't be scared to speak out. Don't be shy to speak out because what you might be thinking is something very crucial to the workforce or to the location that you are or where you are at that moment. So it's important to have that confidence and speak out and say what you're thinking.
Well, that's what the women who came before us
Did.
sacrificed so much
Mhm.
for, so that we
Yes.
could have a voice.
Yes.
We can be leaders now, so we don't have to sit back and let others take what is designed for us.
Right, right.
Again, living up to our full potential. Cindy, one of the things I also wanted to touch on, the importance of self-care, as you are the CEO of Excel Aesthetics. And that's the main thing with, what you all target is the importance of self-care and giving back. So I would say women, it's so important for us if it's exercise, right? Even if it's going
Mm,
to get a facial, right? Something as
yeah,
simple as that is that builds confidence so that we
it
can go
does.
out there. So, what are some of the other services, Cindy, that you provide that may help women feel better about themselves so that they can face this world?
So yeah, so we spoke about weight loss, that we
Okay.
both experienced that, and I think all
Yes.
women experience it because we have kids. And so when we have kids, we gain weight, or it's just if we go through a certain period in our lives that hormonal changes, we gain weight.
Mm,
And so we have a program for weight loss for women. I think that's a major thing in women. We have a weight loss so that you can get to your ideal weight. Also, we could all age gracefully, right? But doesn't mean that we have to wrinkle up that quickly. We have Botox for that. We have radio frequency so that it could help you remove those wrinkles that we get around the forehead that are very profound and you could see them. That helps you too. And it's all, like I mentioned before, if you look good, you feel good, and it gives you that confidence. And going back to the self affirmations, we are hard on ourselves, but when we look good, it's like, you look good, you look amazing, you got this, you got this. And I do that all the time, especially when I have a stressful situation. I tell myself, you got this, you've done this other things before, this is a minor thing, or this may be very, 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 very big, but as you get closer to the situation, the situation becomes smaller, and you got this, you're going to be able to do that. And self affirmations plus self care is very important. We have the weight loss, we have the reduction of the fine lines and wrinkles, and now we have for HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, because it's another interesting topic that women start perimenopause. They could start it from as early as 30 years old, and they don't even know that they're going through perimenopause, and they're experiencing these changes in their bodies, that they're gaining weight unexpectedly, and they think that I'm eating the same, but I'm gaining weight, or I'm not sleeping well, or I'm getting hot flashes, or my hair's falling off. All these different changes that we go through, and it could start as early as 30 all the way to 50 something, and it could be hormonal imbalances. And so now at Excel Aesthetics, we offer pellets, and what we do is these pellets are introduced into your body, and the hormone is released little by little into your body. So you don't have to be paying attention to drinking pills anymore for hormonal imbalances. It just does it by itself. And it's a game changer. Sometimes we don't even know that our fogginess, like when we're trying to think of something, or like, I forgot about that, or we forget things, or we feel our brain very foggy. It could also be due to hormonal imbalances. And
mm.
we are able to help you at Excel Aesthetics with this. It's something that is a game changer for all women and men too.
Okay, wow. See, I learned something new today.
Mhm.
Learned something very new today. Because I definitely have those moments where things get a little foggy. So
Yes.
I definitely wanted you to share in light with everything, all the services that you all provide. As I know you mentioned the event on the 22nd, ladies and even
Yes, looking
gentlemen.
forward.
Right. We're gonna have an awesome time, guys. Come out and join us at Excel Aesthetics. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be an opportunity to network and an opportunity to provide self-care and self-love.
Yes.
Listen, Miss Sindy Franco, it's always a pleasure to have you here on Real Talk for Real Life. But I want you to drop a nugget. What is the one important message you want to leave with our audience today?
The most important message I want to leave to all the women listening out there is to believe on yourself. Believe in yourself. You got this. You step up, step out, and do it because you got it. And the time is now. It's not tomorrow, it's now. You can do it. Believe in yourself.
You heard her. Miss Sindy Franco said the time is now. So, ladies, go out there and get your blessings.
Yes,
Not
go get your
tomorrow, right?
blessing.
Get your blessings,
Today.
right, Miss Cindy? Won't you let our audience know how can we find you?
Yes, of course. First of all, you a reminder for March
Yes.
22nd at Excel Aesthetics from 4 to 7. It's going to be a collaboration with Women of Dynamic Change, and Excel Aesthetics is going to be amazing. We have over 50 people already RSVP'd, so that's huge. We're going to have some wine, some hors d'oeuvres, and we're going to have a 360 so that everybody can take pictures. It's going to be so much fun. And you could follow us at Excel Aesthetics One. Follow us there in Instagram. You could also find us on Google, on our website, on excelaestheticsmiami.com. Once again, if you could follow us on Instagram, Excel Aesthetics One.
I
Thank you so
love
much.
it. Love it. We are so looking forward to having you all join us on the 22nd. It's going to be
Yes.
an amazing time. Don't miss it. I'm telling you guys. It's also going to be a great way for us to celebrate Women's History Month. So please come on out and be a part of
Yes.
this great event. Guys, I want to say thank you for joining us today on Real Talk for Real Life. Listen, it's been a pleasure. And you know where to find me every month on YouTube, Real Talk for Real Life. Please don't forget to subscribe and to follow us on Instagram. Cindy, thank you
Yes.
so much
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank
here
you. Of
today and accepting our invitation. We always
course.
love your energy. Thank you
Always.
for making a difference. Keep shining and keep
Thank you.
being a role model and an inspiration for other women. Thanks,
Thank you so
Cindy.
much. Thank you so much for
Bye.
having me. Bye. Thanks.